Alright, so now it's the practice time. In the last lecture we had a brief overview of what HTML is, and now in this video we're going to create our very first basic HTML document. First of all, let's go ahead and create a new folder on the desktop. Let's call it HTML Crash Course. And then inside it, let's create a new file with name index.html. As you remember from the previous lecture, every HTML file should have a .html extension. Actually, there is a chance that you might not see this extension of the file by default. In order to make it visible, you have to go to View, and then you have to make sure that this little box is checked. Once you check this box, then as the extension of the file, you might see .txt, and you just need to get rid of it. Alright, once you name the file in the correct way, let's go ahead and open it with your text editor. In our case, I'm going to open it with VS Code. Actually, you are able to create the file from your text editor as well. For that, you can either click this little icon here, or by right click you can choose to create a file or new file, whatever you see in your text editor. Alright, let's go ahead and start building a basic HTML structure. The first tag that we have to create is called doctype HTML. We have to open angle bracket, then we need to place exclamation mark, and then in uppercase we have to write doctype, and then in lowercase HTML. Actually, it is a declaration which represents the type of the document. It tells the browser that the page represents an HTML5 document. As you see, I have written doctype in uppercase, but it's not case sensitive. It's just the convention writing it in uppercase. Okay, doctype is followed by HTML tag. As you see, the text editor helped us and it auto-completed the element. I mean, it added to HTML element the closing tag. By the way, in HTML, most of the elements have opening and closing tags. Closing tags are represented with a /, but besides them, we also have self-closing tags, and you will meet them in the coming lectures. Alright, so the HTML element is used to wrap the entire HTML document. Next, we have to create another element which is called the head. This element includes information such as a title for the document. Also, we can insert inside of it scripts, styles, some meta tags, and also links for different files or sources. Everything that we insert inside of the head element is not going to be displayed on the web page. Alright, let's go ahead and insert here element called title, which is represented by title tag. And as the content, let's write here basic HTML document. Okay, let's save using Ctrl S and then run this file in the browser. There are a few different ways to do that. I'm going to run the file from the File Explorer. Let's just double click the file and it should be opened in Google Chrome. So as you can see, the web page is completely empty for now because we have not created any content yet. The only thing that we can see here is the title, which is displayed on the tab of the browser. So that's the place where the title of your web page is going to be displayed. Alright, so in order to create and display the content of your web page, first of all you have to insert in your HTML document element called body, which actually will wrap the entire content of the web page. I mean the content that is going to be visible. So for example, if we insert here some text, let's say hello world, then if you save it and reload the page, then it's going to be displayed on the page. So again, everything that you pass inside the body element is always visible on the page. Alright, so that's the basic structure of HTML document. Those are the main elements which you need to create in order to make your HTML document working properly. Before we finish this lecture, I'm going to show you one more thing. In VS Code, there is a built-in package called Emmet. If you're using different text editor, then you should install it manually from the extension manager. So Emmet allows us to create an element with some shortcuts, and using it we are able to create the basic HTML structure with just a simple step. Let's go ahead and delete everything from here. Then we have to place exclamation mark, and if I hit the tab, then it automatically will generate the basic structure of HTML document. At a glance, you can see that it's a little bit different from what we have created in this video. You see here some other elements, I mean some meta tags, and also inside HTML tag there is specified language as English. Basically, meta tag provides some metadata about HTML document. They are used to specify, for example, page description, some keywords which you need for search engine optimization, and also some other metadata. In our case, the VS Code has generated 3 different meta tags. The first one, I mean char_set attribute, specifies the character encoding for the HTML document. The second one is used for the web page responsiveness. And also we have here the third one, which allows us to make our web page compatible for older versions of Internet Explorer. Actually, those things may sound a little bit complicated for now, but you don't have to pay much attention to those things at this point. Okay, so in this lecture we have learned about how to create the basic structure of HTML document. Next we're going to learn how to create different elements in HTML, and for that let's move on to the next lecture.